In this video, I'm going to talk about a playbook trade on Netflix. This was a playbook trade because this trade was setting up perfectly on the higher time frames, including the monthly chart, the weekly chart, the daily chart, and the hourly chart. The only downside to this trade is that if you miss the initial push towards the upside, the pullback entry was a bit too extended. And that is the reason in this video, I'm going to talk about everything I saw on this trade, and I was able to make $5,000 in 2 days trading the stock. So make sure that you watch this video till the end because I'm pretty sure this video is going to help you develop your own playbook. Here's the monthly chart of Netflix for you guys. We're going to start with the higher time frames and then slowly go to the lower time frames. On the monthly chart, we can see that on this stock, we had an insane rally recently, and then we are kind of making a flag pattern on the monthly chart. We are honestly looking bullish. And even if you look at the Fibonacci retracements right here, we are holding around 38.2% retracement. We pull back and now we are trying to push towards the upsides. The monthly chart is looking good. Let's now take a look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we can see that we had a crazy rally towards the upside after the earnings. After the earnings, we are kind of consolidating right here. But the recent rally started around 13th of March. This week, the week starting 13th of March, had a push towards the upside. And since then, we have been flagging and we are making these bullish dojis, these bullish wicks on the weekly chart. We can see this wick. So a lot of buyers are stepping up at $315 level. Not only based on the technicals, even on the tape. Every time we go near $315 level, $316 level, we see a lot of strength on the tape. A lot of buyers are stepping up on the tape. And over the past few weeks, I have been mentioning the same thing to our Discord members that every time it tries to go towards a downside, the tape is really strong around 315 to 316 zone. Now let's take a look at the daily chart. On the daily chart, after the earnings, we had earnings on this stock recently, which was on 18th of April. I have removed all the drawings for you guys, all the indicators, because that's how we like to trade. After the earnings on this day at market close, the next day we gapped down, but we closed like a doji. We are failing to hold under $315 level. As I mentioned, we see a lot of strength on the tape around 316 level, which is also a technical level. Resistance right here, support right here, support right here, resistance right here, resistance right here, support again, support again, support again. So this 315 to 316 zone is a very important zone on this stock. After marking this level, let's now take a look at our trend lines because we are also trying to make a downtrend right here. We have approximately 3 touches on this trend line. We can see first touch, second touch, and third touch right here. So yeah, we are holding a downtrend, and even in the shorter time frame, even if we go look at the 1 hour chart right here, we can see that we are bouncing off this 316 zone, but we are also making a downtrend on the 1 hour chart. If I just join these levels right here, or even if I remove this, we can see that the price action is getting tighter and tighter, and we are making a triangle on the 1 hour chart. So that means on this triangle, we are making higher lows and lower highs on the 1 hour chart. So that means the range is getting tighter and tighter. This was last week on Friday, and that is exactly what I mentioned to our members, is that the range is getting tighter. We are holding 316 zone very strongly. So this stock can start moving any day now, and I want to look at this stock every single day next week. And if you guys think I'm joking, you guys can look right here. This is on 7th of May. That is a day before I took this trade on our weekly webinar, and this trade idea that I post every single week for the Discord members. Netflix, that is the top of the list, just under SPY. I haven't been trading SPY that often, just looking at SPY for an overall market sentiment. Netflix main watch for coming week if we hold above 325 to 328 zone. And I also gave a long ass breakdown of this trade, why this is looking really good on the higher time frames in our Sunday's webinar. So yeah, this trade is looking awesome on the monthly chart, weekly chart, daily chart, hourly chart. Now the only thing is that knowing the personality of this stock, because this is a stock that can start moving any day. This is a stock that doesn't give any warning signs. The day it starts moving, it can move 8, 9, 10 points without giving any pullback, without giving any good consolidation. For example, I can go back and show you guys right here. This day we had a consolidation right here, and then all of a sudden we had 3 big green days in a row. Same thing, consolidation right here, consolidation, big green day. Big green day again, and then consolidation. Now we started to break above this trend line right here, this trend line. I'm going to remove everything. We started to make a trend line right here. The day we broke out of this trend line, we had insane rally towards the upside. Same thing again, bull flag right here, gap up, insane rally towards the upside. This was because of the earnings as well. Same thing happened right here. We are making a trend line and then we had an insane rally. So this is not a stock that gives you a lot of warning signs. This is a stock that will give you 1 or 2 warning signs, and if you miss those warning signs, you won't be able to capitalize on this trade. That's why if this stock is setting up nicely on the higher time frames, I like to focus on this stock every single day because this stock can start moving any day. And guys, honestly, on this trade, I could have made a lot more money, but this week we have CPI numbers. It's also start of the May. If you guys saw my day in the life video, I had a slow start to May. I was only up $2,000. So I was on this trade itself on Monday and Tuesday. I was able to make $5,000, but my position sizing was approximately $5,000. On Monday, I caught a winner that was approximately 50%, and the same thing happened on Tuesday. I caught a winner that was approximately 30%. So my investment on any given trade was not more than $5,000. So you can do the same thing with the $5,000 account. Making $5,000 in 2 days with the $5,000 account trading options is freaking amazing. Coming to the lower time frames on the 5-minute chart, my first trade that was on Monday was right here. I took calls at the break of 323, 324. I went for 330 calls. My fill price was approximately 2.5. I'm going to post a screenshot of my P&L at the top. My fill price was around 2.5, and these same premiums were approximately $6 at this level. $6, 2.5 to $6, which is an insane risk to reward. You are practically more than doubling your investment on this trade. Obviously, I was taking partials along the way. So on this day, I made approximately $2,300 to $2,400. The next day, I caught this pullback. So we can see on the 5-minute chart on Tuesday, we were holding this zone right here to 329.5 or something. So I caught this first push towards the upside, and on the second push, I waited for a pullback. I entered my calls position right here because 330 was looking very, very strong on the tape. I even mentioned the same thing to our Discord members. I even posted a story on my Instagram. Go and take a look at my Instagram for that story. I entered calls right here, and these freaking premiums paid approximately 80% in 5 to 10 minutes. These premiums moved from approximately $3.5 to a high of $5 to $6 on this single push towards the upside. So yeah, these two trades were really good. On this trade, you can practically double your investment. On this trade, you can catch 50 to 80% winner. So yeah, and I was able to catch this entry just because of the tape. And we have talked a lot about the tape reading, how to read the tape, how to look at the price action in our summit. We just finished our summit 1.0. The response has been amazing. You guys can see the testimonials for yourself. The link will be in the description box below. And we taught this tape reading skills in the summit. It's a 4-week intensive training program where you attend live classes with me personally, and we have 3 classes every single week for 4 weeks. So this was an example of a playbook trade. For me, a playbook trade is the trade which is setting up nicely on the higher time frames. If I just see a bull flag on the 5-minute chart, that is not a playbook trade for me. Playbook trade sets up nicely on the higher time frames, and if this trade starts to work out, and if this trade works out according to your plan, these trades have the opportunity to give you 50, 80, 100%, 200% winner in a matter of few minutes if you look at the lower time frames for your entries and exits. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to join the waitlist for our Summit 2.0, the training program, the link will be in the description box below. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for a lot more content on day trading, and I will see you guys in the next video.